Yeah, there we go. Got 27 blasters, 2024 Prizm football. We're going to go ahead and crack these open, see what we can get. I got these on Amazon for $34.99 per blaster. See how we do. Devontae, Jonathan Allen, Ed Oliver, Don Beebe. Matt LaFleur, Caffrey, Jaron Cooper, Herbie. Stafford, Gay Jr., Elway, J.C. Latham. Zaire Franklin, Cam Chancellor, Spencer Rattler, Richard Sherman. Nothing big yet on the orange lasers. Bradley Chubb, DeAndre Swift. We got Kyle Pitts and Bryce Young. The Mahomes, Garrett Wilson, Jawar Jordan, and Tip Ryman. Nothing too spectacular in Blaster 1. With Blaster 2. Zaire Franklin, Terry McLaurin, Jordan Travis, Byron Murphy. Stafford, Dylan, Zach Charbonnet, and Jonathan Brooks. Not getting any of the good rookies yet. Matt LaFleur, Saquon, Jacob Cowing, and Joe Horn. Adams, Allstott, Trey McBride, and Jordan Travis. Randy Moss, Phil Simms, there's a Penix, and Mark Brunell. Bobby Wagner, Tyson Bagent, and we got one of the red short prints. TJ Hushmanzada. Too bad if that was a Burrow, it would have been kind of nice. And a Tony Dorsett. Yeah, so far, not so good. Blaster 3. Eric Dickerson, George Pickens, Javon Baker, and Chop Robinson. Kind of funny how I bought 27 blasters and I didn't even get a sealed case. So we'll see how that works out here. Will Anderson, Zach Moss, AJ Barner on the silver, and a Rome Odunze. Gus Edwards, Eddie George, Rook or Horo, and CJ Mosley. Tyreek Hill, Joe Namath, Andre Ware, and Keelan Robinson. This one feels pretty thick. I'm assuming there's a relic in here. K. Dotton. That was a Drake May base. And Blake Corum is the jersey card. And a Jonathan Taylor. Last pack, Blaster 3. Anthony Richardson, Darius Slayton, Shaq Thompson, and Nick Chubb. Nothing too exciting yet. Blaster 4. Andy Reid, CJ Mosley, Ryan Flournoy, and Will Shipley. JJ, Khalil Shakir, non-rookie Michael Pittman, and Chris Olave. ETN Jr., Mike Evans, Dylan Laube, and Vernon Davis. Eric Dickerson, Devin Singletary, Ezekiel Elliott, and Jamari Trash. Will Anderson Jr., Fred Warner, Marshawn Nealand, and Anthony Richardson. Gus Edwards, Earl Campbell, Brian Jordan, Terrell Suggs. Boy, these are looking pretty dismal so far. Kind of wondering if it's a little fishy that these are all just single blasters. But they do appear to be factory sealed, so. Herbert, Byers, Dillon, Tommy Tremble. Oops. Dalton Schultz, Lenny Moore, Chop Robinson, and looks like Drew Bledsoe. Aaron Donald, Nick Bosa, Derrick Henry, and at least we got the Malik Neighbors. That one's pretty decent. Daniel Jones, Jace McKellen, There we go. That's a beauty right there. Jaden Daniels silver variation. That'll do it. And a Vita Vey. That one right there, if it's a PSA 10, would pay for the whole thing. Trevor Lawrence, Micah Parsons, another rookie, silver. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. and a Keenan Allen. These are picking up a little bit. Pretty good blaster, that one. Aaron Jones, Rashad White, Xavier Worthy, and Devin Leary. Not too shabby on that blaster. That was blaster 4. I think this is blaster 5, I believe. Probably lose count, so maybe we'll just open them. Dickerson, Walker, Cornelius Bennett, John Elway. ETN, Johnson, another Theo Johnson, and Andy Reid. That's kind of cool. JJ, Najee, Gibbs, and Will Reichard, new Minnesota Vikings kicker. Warren Moon, Jalen Wright, a nice rookie variation, it looks like. Blake Corum, nice, not too bad. And a George Kittle. There's another Andy Reid base, Jamal Anderson, Saquon silver. Not too bad. And Xavier Worthy Portals rookie. Christian Watson, Steve Young, Audric Estime, and Joel Melton. Another nice orange laser. Let me get this, I gotta get this Jaden sleeved up here real quick. Looks pretty clean. I think it's a 10. To check it over a little bit better. Surface might be a little bit, couple little dust spots. I'm not sure if they're, might wipe off, but it could be a 10. So I'll get that one, at least put a penny sleeve on it. That's what I think is blaster 6 now. Will Anderson, Richard Seymour, Eric All, and Jalen Polk. Gus Edwards, Brandon Aubrey, Eric Dickerson on the holo, and Malik Neighbors, rookie. Bledsoe, Fryermouth, Max Melton, and LeVar Arrington. Tyreek Hill, Javon Curse, Mark Andrews, and we got a rookie, Ray Davis. Anthony Richardson, Vinny Testaverde, Jaquan Jackson, and the wrong waking, but not really. That's a pretty nice one. Jaquan Jackson. Romeo Dobbs, Levante David, Deshaun Watson, and Ed Oliver. Blaster 6 down the drain. Blaster 7. Michael Pittman, Brian Robinson, the Malik, and Tyler Nubin. Giants pack. Got John Jefferson, Michael Dean Perry. It looks like we got a silver Dennis Gardeck, and Cooper DeJean. This one's a little thicker, probably got the relic in it. Jalen Hurts, Brandon Rice, and do we have Malik? Yes, nice one. What's we got behind him? Terrell Owens. Nice Malik jersey. Put him over here. Sean Gary, Brad Johnson, Jesse Bates, Jalen McMillan. Zamir White, Brian Burns, Johnny Wilson, and Derek Stingley. Adrian Peterson, Geno Smith, Zach Moss, and Jonathan Ogden. So that's Blaster 7. Nothing too spectacular besides the Malik jersey. It's pretty cool. Blaster 8. Kellen Winslow, David Njoku, Keith Byers, and Caleb Williams. Jair Alexander, Vita Vea, Darius Robinson, and Levante David. Gardner Minshew, Bobby Okereke, Kirk Cousins, and J.C. Latham. Harrison Smith, Vernon Davis, rookie Luke McCaffrey, and an Adam Vinatieri. Josh Downs, Wesley Walker, Ray Davis, and the tip, just the tip, Ryman. Travon Walker, Torrey Holt, Kyler Murray, and an Adam Thielen. Not too spectacular there. Plastered Niner. Foye Olokun, Ty J. Spears, Adjaron Cooper, and Adjaron Cooper. Back-to-back Cooper. Stroud, Parsons, Rattler, rookie, silver. And Mahomes, fireworks. Daniel Carlson, Bill Parcells, Marshawn Lloyd, and Baker. Mondre Stevenson, Devon Witherspoon. Got a backwards card here. There's a Marshawn Lloyd back. What is this? Nothing, or we'll see. Oh, it's an auto. Greg Dulcich, the Broncos auto. Throw that up there. Alright, keep on going. The Mahomes, Kendre Miller, Byron Murphy, and Culpepper. Bradley Chubb, Hines Ward, Derrick Henry, and Miles Sanders. Alright, on to the next one. Let's see, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 left. So this is box 10, I believe. Cooper Kupp, Reed Blankenship, Cooper DeJean, and Jacob Cowing. Joel Mixon, Marvin Mims, Romeo Dubes, and Baker. Bo Nose Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, Kool-Aid McKinstry, and Debo. Juju, Aaron Rodgers, Khalil Shakir, and there's a nice one, Michael Penix, orange laser. Throw that one up there. There you go, this one feels like it's got a relic in it. Zach Charbonnet, Anthony Gould, Jerome Udunze, jersey card. And Raheem Mostert. Pacheco, Olave, Elliott, and Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey. All right, last 11. A-Chain, Slade Jr., Marv Levy, and, Brandon Audrey.